To the players who spend practically all of their time on Survivor yet consistently insist that Dead by Daylight's joking mockery of a balance system somehow favors killers, try it. And I don't mean playing 2 or 3 killer matches in the shallow end of matchmaking, where the average casual survivor's greatest achievement is developing basic object permanence and remembering not to sprint directly into a dead end. Choose a killer, study them, practice them with the same patience you would bring to learning an instrument. Learn their powers, their timings, their limitations, what maps favor them, what maps don't favor them, what mind games they can use, what counterplays they have available, what add-ons are useful, their perk interactions, and the thousands of little mechanical quirks that the game itself will never bother explaining. Then keep playing. Push beyond the matches where survivors miss every skill check and scatter at the first hint of a terror radius. Climb until generators begin disappearing before you've even completed your first meaningful chase. Keep climbing until every pallet is pre-dropped with perfect efficiency, every loop is connected to another loop, every mistake is covered by a teammate, and every hook state becomes a coordinated rescue op. Reach the point where you are regularly encountering experienced survivors who understand that 4 individually competent players are already dangerous, and that 4 competent players communicating in real time to reduce most of the killer roster to unpaid event coordinators. Then stay there for a while. Don't play 3 difficult matches, become irate, retreat to the comfort of Survivor. Spend a lengthy stretch in non-swift community block party mode, solo queue killer. Night after night, against whatever matchmaking drops onto your plate. Learn what it feels like to face 4-person, full comm squads, running their matches like a homebrew Delta Force operation. Watch them relay your location, announce your power usage, track your perks, coordinate body blocks, pre-run from gens, arrange saves, distribute hook states, and inform one another of information the game was never designed to provide automatically. Then explain how the side expected to patrol 7 gens, pressure 4 independent opponents, win repeated chases, manage dozens of second chance perks, account for every possible item, defend 3 distinct exits, and do it all before the survivors complete 5 glorified loading bars is supposedly the favored side. If you can endure that experience consistently and return with match footage, records, statistics, or some other evidence demonstrating that you effortlessly outperformed the sweatiest coordinated teams the game could place against you, then I will gladly hear your argument. Until then, your assessment of killer balance carries roughly the same authority as a passenger explaining how easy it is to fly the plane. There is, however, one important condition. If your chosen representative for the entire killer role is one of the tiny handful of characters whose mobility, lethality, or oppressive mechanics remain genuinely viable at higher levels of play, your conclusion loses considerable credibility. Demonstrating that an exceptional killer can compete does not prove that the role is favored. It proves that the exceptional killer is exceptional. You do not get to play one of the strongest characters on the roster, overpower a few public lobbies, and declare that Trapper, Myers, Pig, Freddy, Ghostface, and every other killer struggling beneath the same balance structure must therefore be enjoying identical advantages. So, by all means, take a challenge. Pick an ordinary killer. Learn them properly. Leave the shallow end. Remain in the deeper matchmaking pool long enough for the novelty to disappear and the real pressures of the role to settle in. Come back with grit between your teeth, salt in your blood, and non-anecdotal experience behind your argument. Then, and only then, may we have a serious conversation about how heavily the red side is supposedly favored over the blue.